I'm Fiera Luna, and I play games on the internet. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by, and if you've been here before, welcome back. Today we're playing Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. It's the last one of the Phoenix Wright trilogy, though there is an Apollo Justice trilogy that I will also probably play with all of you. But, we're going on a little adventure. We will also at some point play Phoenix Wright versus Professor Layton, one of my favorite games. Also, welcome in, Val. Hi, Toby. Welcome in, everybody. Congratulations. Pollinators! We love pollinators! Did you know that the hummingbird is also a pollinator, secretly? Many types of hummingbirds are pollinators. They are the best bird. We have come for your content, Fiera Luna. Oh no! Again! Alright, here we go. Sometimes I give them out for free. How did I get into this mess? Why? Why did I do that? That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you, for your sake, if you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying! Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that. Is that Phoenix? What an excellent question. It wasn't me. I didn't. I didn't do it. Is that Phoenix? Nah, it's fine. 5 years earlier, Mia Fey, second trial. Fun fact, I've seen nothing about this game before. I have played this game before, but I've only played this game twice. By the time this game had come out, my Phoenix Wright obsession had passed a little bit. And so I played through it once, and then I played through it again because there's a scene near the end that I really like because Edgeworth is, and he's, hi. Because that man deserves to have more traumatic experiences. They build character. And I remember Godot throwing coffee at me and a plot-relevant earthquake messing Edgeworth up real bad. And I liked that. I liked that part. That's why all OCs are traumatized. Not all of them. I have to have some sensible, stable people to work with the rest. They can't all be trauma sponges. Anyway, here we are in court. Phew. It's finally time. I'm kind of nervous. Ahem. Oh, Mr. Grossberg. Good morning.
Mia, please calm yourself down. You're gonna get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know.
What are you talking about? I am relaxed, Mr. Grossberg. Look at me. I'm relaxed.
No, let go of my lapels. You obviously haven't got the temperament to be a lawyer.
I'm so sorry. It's just that I'm so nervous today.
Oh, that's right. This is your first time in the big leagues, isn't it? Well, no you fear, my dear. I, Marvin Grossberg, am at your service.
Actually, this is my second time in court.
Still, you surprised me with your earnest request last night. Let me handle this case, you suddenly said, and quite forcefully, too.
I just found out yesterday. About the case, I mean.
What? And you already learned all the relevant facts?
Well, about that, you see, I mean, of course I have, I think.
Oh dear. Well, in any case, don't let our client see you so nervous. You see the poor young man in the pink sweater over there? That's our client.
morning there, everybody. Good morning. Try to keep smiling, Mia. I just want to say, I'll give it all I've got. Yep, it'll be fine. No prob. Choo, choo. Oh, what's wrong? Do you have a cold or something, Mr. Wright? Oh, actually, it's Wright. Like the Flying Brothers. People screw it up all the time. And yes, I have a cold. That's what this mask is for. My doc says this way I won't give it to anyone else. Be kind to others, he says. Right, Mr. Wright. You have nothing to fear in court today. If you're truly innocent, I promise I will save you. Welcome in, Sir V! We're playing the last trilogy of Ace Attorney. We are 5 years in the past from when Phoenix started being a lawyer. Or sort of. Please let go of my shirt. That's right. He's the one on trial, not you. He's the one who should be nervous. You need to stay strong for your client, Mia. My name is Mia Fey. I'm still pretty new at this lawyer thing. The first time I appeared in court was a year ago. But that trial traumatized me so badly I thought I'd never set foot in another courtroom. It's been 1 year since then, and well, here I am again. But this time I'll win. For my client. And for myself. You look so sad. Oh, Phoenix, honey, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna make a great lawyer someday, baby. He's just a baby. Fear, can I give him a hug? Yes. Phoenix is on trial for murder! He killed a man! Probably. Someone killed a man.
Court is now in session for the trial of Phoenix Wright.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense today is Ms. Mia Fey, was it?
Yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem?
Well, I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg was to be the leading defense.
Yes, well, you see, Mr. Grossberg had a bit of an emergency.
Emergency? But isn't that him standing there right next to you?
Well, yes, well...
You're just a rookie. Are you sure you can really handle this?
Don't let him scare you, Mia. Give him your toughest look. Of course, Your Honor. I think.
Well, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please.
Well. I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend his time babysitting a new defense lawyer. Don't worry, little girl. It'll all be over soon. What was that all about? Was he trying to trash talk me? Now then, I'd like to proceed with a summary of events on the day in question. Payne is the intro lawyer for literally every case. And no one remembers who he is, like even in the fandom. It's a joke in the games that no one remembers who this man is. Because like he's so boring. He's also the one who named the Swiss rolls. Oh, he's an old man. It's not his fault. The incident occurred on the campus of Ivy University. The murder victim was a student named Doug Swallow. You can't name a man that. He was a fourth-year student studying pharmacology. You can't name a man that and have him study pharmacology. Guys! Doug Swallow studying pharmacology? Drug Swallow? Yeah, I hear it. The children would have been so mean to a man with that last name. They would have done so many terrible jokes that we're not going to put in chat. I'm just going to face plants again. Oh no!
It sounds like he was a very bright young man.
Yes, well, next we have a photo taken at the scene of the crime. Students discovered the scene shortly after the murder. They found the victim's body. And the defendant, who had obviously bungled his getaway. They then called the police.
That certainly makes the defendant look very suspicious indeed. Very well, the court accepts this photo into the record as evidence. By the way, I can't quite tell the cause of death from this photo.
I can. It's that giant electric power line. Your reputation for sagacity is well earned, Your Honor. The truth is that this victim died a rather unusual death. An unusual death?
What do you mean, Mr. Payne?
Well, perhaps the defense would like to take this question.
Huh?
A simple question. I thought I might loosen you up a bit. No bad jokes, Toby. Toby, you're banned. We're Mia Fey today because we're back in the past. This is Prosecutor Payne, which he is. And of course, we're doing our best. I am a genteel man, if you will. A what? Stand up to him, Mia. Show him what you're made of.
Perfect opportunity. Well, what was it? The cause. Go on. Please say you know at least this much.
I'm so sorry. I didn't get a chance to read through the whole file.
My hemorrhoids are beginning to act up.
Mr. Grossberg, that's gross. Oh.
Now see here. The details of this case are filed under the court record. But you knew that already, didn't you?
The court record. I think I can see that by touching the court record button. Date and time of death, 4/9 at 3 p.m. Cause of death was a fatal electric shock.
All of the weapons we need can be found in the court record. Take a good hard look at the data there and think carefully before you answer, my dear.
Yes, sir. I'll do just that. Yes, the elusive court record button in all courts of law. Lamau. Yeah, I know, right? I think if I was an animal, I'd be like a butterfly or something. Not unfair. You'd have to be a caterpillar first. I mean, have you guys ever been in a courtroom? Rehydrate as chat demands. Have you guys ever been in a courtroom? They could have a court record button. We need a legal video to tell us, though. We need Mr. Stone. We need Mr. Stone Esquire to tell us what's going on. Nope. I hope it stays that way. TBH. Fair enough. I have been in a courtroom. One time, it's because I tried to escape, and then a car got me, and I was okay mostly. I was okay mostly, and it was fine. It was all fine. But I got to go be in a courtroom because they were like, "Did that car hit you?" And I'm like, "Yes. Yes, it did." And aquarium staff was like, "You can't keep doing this. You can't keep going outside. It's dangerous out there." And I was like, "I'm okay though." And they were like, "We're not. You are going to draw attention to yourself." And I was like, "Okay." And then they said, "No, that's bad." I've got to stay calm. I can't let this prosecutor get the better of me. The court record. Okay, let's take a look. I just touched the court record button here.
Now then, would the attorney for the defense please answer the question? What was the cause of death?
Electrocution. According to the court record, it was the fatal electric shock. In other words, electrocution.
Electrocution? But how could such a thing happen? Did the murderer use some type of new, super powerful stun gun, perhaps?
Fair, you're like 20 centimeters. How in the name of Tinkaton did you get hit by a car? I am 4 centimeters. 20 centimeters would be so much bigger than me. And I got hit by a car because it couldn't see me and rolled over me. I'm too small. I was in the crosswalk though. I had right of way and everything. And the light was my color and I was scooting as fast as I could. It's very hard to scoot across the whole crosswalk when you're 4 centimeters big. But I was scooting so good. I even looked. I did that thing. They always tell you to look both ways before you cross the street, and I did. And the car that hit me was stopped and making a left turn. Wait. Yeah, and making a left turn, and I was so sad. Oh, it was the saddest, but it was okay. 'Cause I was okay. The police were very upset because they didn't see any marks of anybody trying to stop. And they were like, you can't do that. That's not allowed. If you see someone, you have to stop. The funniest thing was it was changeover for the hospital. And so the first person that came by to help out went, don't worry, I'm a nurse. And I was like, okay. And then the next person who came by went, don't worry, I'm a nurse. And the first one went, so am I. And they both went to doing the things that nurses do, which is mostly medicine. And then a third person came by and was like, don't worry, I'm a nurse. And the other two went, so are we. And they all were like, oh ho ho. Ha! Because it was shift changeover at the hospital. The car was stopped. Well, they were stopped at a red light. And then when the light turned green for them to make a left turn, they took a left turn. But unfortunately, I was in the crosswalk where they wanted to go. And that was bad. But that was a long time ago. That was some summers ago. I don't know how many. It was a bunch. Don't worry, I'm a doctor. Uh-huh, so how does that make you feel? I need that for later. Val, I need that for later. I need to put those words in Callahan's mouth later. I don't know who's gonna respond with something silly. Don't worry, I'm a doctor. Uh-huh. The answer to that will become crystal clear as this trial proceeds, Your Honor. Ooh, the ice dagger, very nice. But before that, there's one more vital issue.
What's that?
Why, a motive, of course. Apparently, there was some bad blood between the victim and the defendant. Aw, I'm sorry you got super chumped. I love super chump. Val out here with the animated emotes. Laughs and subscriber. Oh no, I got been bonked. Wah. Bonk.
Bad blood? What do you mean?
Oopsie! I'm terribly sorry. You're the defense attorney, so you must know all about it. I shouldn't be stealing your spotlight like this. Oh! And a big stretch. Big stretch. Yeah. I don't really like this guy's smug attitude.
Oh, that's Winston Payne for ya. He's one smooth operator, if you catch my drift. They don't call him the rookie killer for nothing, you know. Well, now then, let's hear from the defense. What was the source of the bad blood between the victim and the defendant? And this time I would like to see some supporting evidence.
Evidence?
No need to get all worked up over this. As I said, all our weapons can be found in the court record. Find the evidence you need and then shove it into old Greybeard's face.
Yes, sir. Into old Greybeard's face.
Mr. Grossberg, try to set a better example for the young lady. Mia, evidence isn't the only thing in the court record. People's profiles are there as well. You can toggle between profiles and evidence. So be sure to go over it all.
Honestly, performing Grossberg's voice on legitimately makes me a little eepy. And I don't know why that, like, Appalachian, like, that kind of Southern drawl makes me kind of eepy, but it does. Like, it's really close to Daniel Craig's, Benoit Blanc accent. But it's not quite there. And it makes me so eepy. It's okay. I've had one specific line of Dancing Through Life stuck in my head for the past 5 hours. Just the one line, not even the whole line. I hate this, save me. Imagine having I Am the Monster, rah rah rah, playing on repeat, and you have me right now. I don't know the song. Whee! I can be content to just start in with, so cast the bronze for the bust of my head to... Ugh, goodness, I'll get it there. So when I'm gone, cast the bronze of the bust for my head to be displayed in a library. Engrave that I gave my consent to be anything that anyone prefer of me. And so on. Y'all can enjoy at least a little bit of Cast the Bronze. Hopefully it gets slightly more in there. I have that in an OC's playlist, because of course I do. I like it. Have you seen my Spotify? It's 90% OC playlists. And it's like 10% playlists for me. And then there's 2 playlists that I made, one for Val and one that Val made with me. Because I guess that's a thing you can do in Spotify, is make playlists together. I know you've seen it. I know you've seen it, Val. I have playlists in there that are just for you. They're for everybody, really, but like, I like my starter metal playlist. It's good. Oh my... OMG, my YouTube is OC playlist primarily. Mine too! I haven't used it in a while for that. And my video game YouTube, this one that I use for games doesn't have that. But my secret YouTube, where I do other things, and keep for me my personal self that Aquarium staff doesn't know about and will never know about or find. That one's for me, and that has a bunch of OC playlists. And a bunch of the songs in it you can't get on Spotify because reasons. Either they're covers, or they're ones that are, like, ripped out of the game that they're from, stuff like that. There's one that is legitimately a promo for, like, Borderlands or something. It's like a promo song. It's really good, but you can't get it on Spotify because it was just a song for the Borderlands, and yeah, they don't have it. Mercenary is also there, which is a Panic at the Disco song that they did for Arkham Asylum. Used to be on Spotify, but it isn't anymore. At least not for me. And that's why I recommend knowing how to get songs into MP3 format and having an MP3 player. Your phone has an MP3 player in it. You may not know that it does, but it does.
You can toggle between profiles and evidence, so be sure to go over it all. Now then, let's see what you've got. What was the cause of the bad blood between Phoenix Wright and the victim?
Grill! Hey! It's Dahlia Hawthorne! I like him, he's pretty. Hey, I was right, you were! And the reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this woman here.
Dahlia Hawthorne, is it?
Very good, Miss Faye. You seem to have picked up on at least this much. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Phoenix Wright. But up until 8 months ago, she was with the victim, Mr. Swallow. You once again cannot name somebody that. Clearly, she has some part to play in this story. That's Mia's younger voice. She has an older voice when she's in the games, usually.
He's done it again. Before the cross-examination starts, he's already got the judge thinking like he wants. Very well, Mr. Payne. Please call your first witness.
If it pleases the court, the prosecution would like to call Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What? The defendant himself? Well, Ms. Fay?
It's fine. After all, Mr. Wright is innocent, right? The defense has no objection.
Very well. The court calls Mr. Phoenix Wright to the witness stand.
A witness, please state your name and occupation. Oh, my name is Phoenix Wright. My job is, well, right now I guess I'm a suspect.
No, he means what did you do before you were arrested?
Oh, achoo, achoo, achoo! I was a university student. Mr. Wright, you understand that you are suspected in the death of your student, but I didn't do it. I'm innocent, I tell you. I was telling you I was achoo.
Would the defendant please refrain from passing on his call to the rest of us?
It seems that the witness has something he wants to say.
Well then, Mr. Wright, please tell us about your relation to the victim.
Right away, Your Honor. Oh, Phoenix, he's so earnest. Baby is so earnest. He's a baby boy. He's not even old enough to... I admit I was there, but I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. Oh no, Phoenix! 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 I never even knew him. I never even talked to that stuck-up wannabe. Phoenix! Been hydrating a lot more lately. I got a good water bottle for it.
I see, so you hardly knew the victim?
You ever see something so cute you just want to squeeze it? Yes. I have been that thing so cute that people just want to squeeze it. Very squishy. Highly squishable. That's called cuteness aggression. It is! There's a song called Cute Aggression. It's a screamo metal song. And I think you'd all like it. Even if you don't like screamo metal, it's really fun. Right, like I said, I'm not a killer. Whew. Looks like the judge understands.
You're being naive, you know. Too naive.
Huh? Oh, it seems that you've forgotten one small thing, young lady. And that would be? Yeah, this witness still has to undergo something called cross-examination. Cross-examination?
Well, he's right. And it's the defense's duty to carry out the cross-examination. The purpose is to determine if a witness's testimony contains any contradictions.
Contradictions?
Well, if a witness is lying, their statements will conflict with the court record.
But Mr. Wright is my client.
Well, even if he is your client, in court, all lies must be struck down. As a lawyer, that's your duty, you see.
What does he mean by that? Is he saying that testimony just now? That there was a lie? A contradiction? Yes. Basically, our human brains can't comprehend cute things, so they give us signals to try and kill the cute thing. It's basically a primal response, and that's my unfun fact of the day. I'm familiar with this. Cute aggression is a thing that happens sometimes. Oh, ooh! I can balance this out with a fun fact that I am giving you all for free, but I've given you before. Elephants interact with humans in a really interesting way. Because they have higher functioning, at least as far as we can understand, the parts of their brain that light up when they see puppies, or rather, more accurately, the parts of our brain that light up when we see puppies are the same parts of an elephant's brain that light up when they see humans. So, we're just puppies. Adorable puppies, and sometimes scary dogs. They think we're like puppies, yes! Oh, elephants can also recognize different groups of people. by their clothing and the way that the way that they carry themselves and things like that, they can recognize different groups of people, which is neat. I love that there are critters that can differentiate one human from another. It's true. I think I'm adorable. You are. That's why. It's a good thing to think.
Oh, now then, your cross-examination, if you please, Miss Faye.
Please, Mr. Wright, tell me you haven't been lying. He has been. You wouldn't do that to me, would you? He would a little bit. When you say there, you mean the place where the victim was murdered? Yeah, sorta. The place where something happened, anyway. Something? You can't hide what happened. We have photographic evidence. Achoo, 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 achoo! Anyway, Mr. Wright, what were you doing at the scene of the crime? I thought you said you didn't know the victim, Mr. Swallow. Once again, you cannot name a man Doug Swallow. I can't stress enough how that's not a good English name for somebody. He is a pharmacologist, so I see how they got Drug Swallow. But, good gracious. Welcome in, Rice! Hi! Well, it was just a coincidence. We bumped into each other by accident.
A coincidence, huh?
But I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. You say you found the body, so who called the police? Huh? Lots of sneezing and stuff. Unfortunately, it was some other students that notified the police.
Other students?
That's correct. They were witnesses. Witnesses who saw the defendant standing there next to the body in shock.
What? Is this true, Mr. Wright?
Oh, no, I done been bunked. Wah. Okay. I know, we love Francisca here, too. She has her own special place in my heart. She carved it out with a whip. I'll take all her whips! I mean, what? Who said that? Chat! Do you need to get some water? Are you feeling a little thirsty? Chat, are you... Must have been the wind! Is Chat a little thirsty? Does Chat need a drink? Joke's on you, I have water. So do I! What? I was only gone for like 7 minutes. We hydrate as Chat demands. Hi, trains! Okay, back to it. I know you have questionable taste. It's okay, me too. I have questionable taste. Have you seen Edgeworth? Have you seen him? Guys, I don't know if any of you know what Hellsing is, but if you do know what Hellsing is, you should know that my favorite character in Hellsing is Enrico Maxwell, and I'm not sorry that he's crazy. I don't think I could fix him. I don't think he's fixable. But look at him! I just want to see what he's like. Like, have you ever got a character that you're just like, I like this one, and you pick them up like Lilo picking up Stitch and being like, I want this one. Like, like, have you ever? But that's my favorite character. It's partially because of Crossfire, which is a side story to it. And I just... Hilarious. Pierre, please. I can't help it. Listen, sometimes you see a character and you're like, that one is fine how they are. I appreciate that they're here and they're very nice and sweet and kind. And sometimes you're like, no, that man said he would do a murder for me. And that's how you get Dimitri. And you bring him home. And you just put him there. 3 houses, Dimitri. I realize belatedly there are many Dimitris, but 3 houses, Dimitri. And you just, like, take him home. He's a sad wet cat of a man. Sorry, a sad wet boar of a prince. And you just, you clean him off and you dry him up and you dress him up nice. There you go. Literally me with Lilia Van Rouge. I understand. Pierre showed me that Dimitri clip and I was, hi. I know, right? Dimitri's great. Nothing wrong with this man at all. We can fix him. We do fix him. I S-ranked my support with him as Femme Byleth. We solved his problems. We solved him. Like a Rubik's Cube. Let's see, there's Edgeworth, there's Dimitri, there's Enrico Maxwell. Seto Kaiba is also a favorite of mine. Once again, don't think I could fix that man. Though I will say, I had not seen the 4Kids dub. I base my opinion entirely on the manga, translations of the manga, and on the JP anime, the sub version. His voice actor doesn't do a lot of voice acting, but I really liked it, and I was like, I'm sold. He's certainly saying words. I don't care what they are. I would like to hear more of that. Hi. Oh, Asterion. I understand y'all with your Asterion fixation. I haven't played Baldur's Gate 3. From his description, I'm like 50-50. I'm 50-50 on Asterion. I'm not sure if I'd go for it. I'd have to play and like get the vibes, you know? Like, I just have to feel everything out. Whoever I shipped with, whoever I shipped me with is who I shipped me with. You would. I trust Rice on this. I need to play Baldur's Gate 3, I understand. Wait, who else? Who else? There's a list of people that I'm just like, yes, that one right there, please. Yes, I'm sure. No, I understand what I'm getting into. No, you don't know. This doesn't require an intervention. Yes, I'm going to add him to the pile of boys. I done been bugged. I don't have nearly such questionable taste in female characters. I've realized belatedly, like, I don't have nearly such questionable taste. No, hold on. Nope, I do. I'm sorry, chat. I just thought about it for 5 seconds and was like, wait, hold on. Are you sure? Are you sure? I didn't go for Edelgard, weirdly enough. I just didn't. I don't know what it was, but, like, everything was there that should have made me want to go for that. Like, there's the trauma, there's the I'm rising above it anyway, there's the we're getting rid of the church, and all those things I can get behind. There's the I'm a teenager and going to overthrow my entire country and put my friends in charge of it and we'll do a better job. Like, I'm here for that, but something never clicked quite right with her. It was so close. Now, Petra and Dorothea, on the other hand, I was like, hi. And Mercedes, I was like, hi, hello, everyone. My Mercedes decided who lived and who died. She got such good magic. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there's Janeway of Star Trek Voyager. Captain of the ship, and I was like, hi. But truth be told, I had problems. I had a lot of problems with Starfleet captains where I'm like, we're gonna get married and we're gonna live in a space house in a spaceship in the space future. I don't know who any of those folks are. It's okay. I can fix Trafalgar Law. You can. I believe in you. You can fix him. Yes, you can. Just like in my heart, Ace is fine. In my heart. Deep in my heart. Mega Man Yoku block sound effect. Hello. Fair enough. You know who else we can fix? I can fix... Speaking of Mega Man, I can fix Proto Man. I can fix him. Specifically in the Proto Men album, but I can fix him. I can fix Azula. Oh wait, Azul. Right, Azul from the other thing. The spiritual successor to Ace Attorney, Arrow Attorney. You cannot fix Proto Man. I can. Deep in my heart. Same as I can fix Zero. I can fix GLaDOS! Chat, do we need to do a hear me out? Do we need to do a hear me out? I think we need to do a hear me out. Not tonight, chat. But I think we're gonna have to do a hear me out. For the little octopus. You know the cake is a lie! Yes! I have things to say, but I'm doing fractals. I'm so sorry. I can fix Squallow from from K to Q, Hitman Reborn. Yes, you can. Zero can be fixed. She's been repaired multiple times. That's fair. That's true. Zero can be fixed. Speaking of, I can fix Cypher of Final Fantasy VIII. I could fix him. I could solve that. He needs direction in his life. I could fix him. I can fix Bill Cypher! No! I can fix Sephiroth. Yes! I see the vision. I see the vision. If you can fix Proto Man, then I can fix Sephiroth. Everyone, I see the vision. I understand. I saw that man. Gotta be a construction crew working on that man. I saw him instantly and was like, hi. What are you doing here? You come here often? I see why everyone likes you. Hi. Swords as tall as you are? Okay. What about base of Mega Man and base fame? You know what? You know what? Maybe. Fair, what does this chat come to? I think we're accidentally doing a hear me out today. Listen, chat, hang on, I'll make a tweet. I'll make a tweet about it. A blue sky tweet. A blue ski. As one does. Hang on. That gave me an idea! Okay, chat, I've got a plan. Okay. Okay, chat. This is gonna be brilliant. Nope. gonna be brilliant. There you go. Chat, I've posted a place. I can fix Scaramouche. Is it possible to fix Monica? Oh! Which Monica? Do you mean that Monica? Of Doki Doki? Because I sure hope so. I love her a lot. And I'd like her to be okay. I can fix Shane! No, you can't! Melody from Luigi's Mansion, Danica Standifer, Shanks! You can fix Shanks! You can! Spray bottle! in fanfiction I can, yes. No, Monica's wild. If I can fix Poe. I can fix Nicola! Doki Doki Literature Club is such a happy story. You know what? Doki Doki Literature Club is great. We're never playing it on stream. You know, it's not my style to play on stream. I say as a person who has played games like that before. We'll play something, like, lighter. I do love Doki Doki. I don't care about spoiling Doki Doki because we all know this. We all know it. I can fix Dazai! No, you can't! Osamu Dazai is not fixable! That man... Listen, that man is fixable by one person, and they don't get along right now. Listen, I could fix Churia and Dazai. We fix them by putting them together in the same place. And then they get married. I can fix Yuri, but I don't want that kind of burden. Natsuki is the only one I could actually be friends with if they were real. I love Natsuki personally. That's fair. She's cutie. I love them all. I love everyone in Doki Doki. I can fix Am! Chat, put these in the blue sky. Y'all, I need to react to these. I'm gonna make a tier list, alright? I'm gonna make a tier list for you all. We're gonna do a hear me out tier list. Put your wildest hear me outs. Do it. I can fix Barbosa! I put 4 of them. This is gonna be a thirst fest. Yes! You can put as many as you want, Val. I can fix Zote! Twisted Sprout, Twisted Astro. I can fix M. Or N, goodness gracious. We love N in Pokemon Black and White. I do ship N and the protagonist of Black and White. I ship them real bad. And mentioned starts dancing. I love Pokemon Black and Pokemon White. You know what? I should play one of those gen games because those were really good. My wildest one comes from a very controversial game, so I will not. I understand. Put it in the blue sky anyway. You don't have to put it in chat. You can put it wherever you want. I'm not going to be upset. Like, you could roll it. Listen. I thought you meant N from Murder Drones. You know what? Fair enough. I can also fix N from Murder Drones. He doesn't need fixing, though. He's fine how he is. He's a sweet, sweet boy. We're definitely gonna do a live hear me out. 100%. I can fix Sin, though. Ooh, yeah, that's fair. I see it. I see the vision, y'all. I can fix King Dice! This chat is insane. But only if you can best his dice. Y'all, to therapy. Oh, it's socials. I don't have one for just Blue Sky. I also have to clean up my link tree because there's a whole bunch that I just don't use anymore. I really should make one individually for the Discord, the Blue Sky, and, like, the others. I just didn't. I put the post. I am accepting any characters. One time I did this and someone went, I could fix him, and you know who they were talking about? The white whale from Moby Dick. And Pokemon's full name is Natural Harmonia Groupius. That sounds right. I knew it was natural something, and I couldn't remember the rest. There's a reason he goes by N. Like, imagine if you had to walk up to somebody. Imagine you're introducing yourself, and they're like, asking you, and you're like, Namewa Natural Harmonia Groupius. And you're like, you sure? Alright, we hydrate as chat demands. And a body break. Back stretch. Listen, you guys think you have bad hear me outs. I'm an octopus. Do you know what I care about? Besides them being tragic? If I'm not caring about them being tragic? Do you know what I care about? That they are big, and have many tentacles. Do you guys have any idea how exciting the null element is? Have you seen that thing? I've played the room with all of you. Hear me out here. Also, Yog Shahath in general. Shaga. Like, hear me out here. Listen. Infinitely big, infinite tentacles. We did it. I was jokingly gonna say the Kraken, but I figured Barbosa would be funnier. Also good. Oh, and there's a Subnautica. There's a Subnautica that's like the Empress Kraken or something. I don't know. Someone showed me a picture and I was like, hi. Oh yes, but we have to actually do a body break. Have we really spent half an hour on these? I hope one of us is keeping track so that I can have a list. Val, you're a mod. Keep track for me. I don't know how. Good. I want to get all the ones from chat. There's too many? I could fix Eve, by the way. Wait, which Eve? There are many Eves. I can fix Blue Diamond Lamau. There's so many. Okay, we're gonna do Heinies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, ow, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can fix White Diamond, oh dear. I'm gonna have to go through chat later. Probably not tonight, but later. Alright, we hydrate as chat demands. Chat, you're gonna keep me busy. Okay, now listen here. We were, at one point, playing a game about a murder. We're still in the intro case, you guys, and it's been an hour. I could fix Tundra Man, probably. I could fix a lot of people. There's a list. I could fix Mephilia. I feel like I could fix Mephilia. I feel like she's just about the right insane. Oh, I can't do anything on Blue Sky since all the handles I usually go by are taken. I'm sorry. I could fix Ford Pines. I hear you. I hear you, friend. He's great as is. That's true. I love his complicated situationship. But still, Zote. That's fair. I could fix Odile. I mean, like, does Odile really need fixing? Yes, Fier has my back too. I have had your back since before the Book of Bill was released. I was like, that's the one. That's the traumatized man that that's the one right there. Zote definitely needs therapy, yes. Zote needs some therapy and maybe like someone to go over how narcissistic personality disorder is. Me and my trench coat obsession agree with you, yes. I'd be his therapist. You know who else? You know who else we can fix? There's a list of people we could fix. No. I was about to say I could fix Dean. And I was like, I could fix Dean and Castiel, but I would want to fix them up together because I'm big on Destiel. Destiel is canon in my heart. Destiel's canon in the show, sort of. Everywhere but in English. Give me Scylla. Do your best. I can fix Mephilus. I don't know if you could. Destiel is life for me, for real, for real. I believe it. Yep. Season whatever one it was, I think 4 when Destiel rolled up. I mean when Castiel rolled up and I was like, yeah, let's go. And then Sam died and I was like, Jared Padalecki is leaving the show, isn't he? And then they brought him back and I was like, no, I want Dean to go hunt demons with the angel. Let him do that. Oh my god, JD from Heathers? I can fix Venti. JD! Oh, you guys. This is for a different stream. I don't have a tier list made yet. This has got to be for a different stream. You don't need to calm down. Carry on. But I'm gonna go back to playing the video game, perhaps. There's such a list. Don't attempt to fix the rat. Master Splinter? It done been bugged. Speaking of which, Donatello. Oh, Fecto Elphilis. Yeah, I know. The Kirby. I see it. I see the vision. Right. Also Carmen Sandiego. Not the modern one. The other one. Also, I know that I haven't played Puyo Puyo versus Tetris with you guys yet, but T is... You'll understand when you see him. He's captain of the Tetris spaceship, and yeah, I like him. I like him a lot. Anyway. Puyo Puyo Tetris! I have both of them. I love them both. I'll play the story mode with you guys at some point. I am not very good at Puyo Puyo anymore, but I used to be really good at Puyo Puyo. Because I love it a lot. There's also a DS game that's that has the same vibe, but is still very different. That I will find at some point, because I like it too. It's a puzzle game in the same vein, but it plays... It's like what would happen if Puyo Puyo and Lumines were like the same game. Or Lumines, depending on how you like to pronounce that. Right.
What? Is this true, Mr. Wright? Have you really spent half an hour going over people's hear-me-outs? Is this true, Mr. Wright?
A lot of sneezing. Could you stop sneezing every time you're in a bind? Well, it's true that I was pretty shocked when I found the body, but I hardly knew the guy to begin with. So you didn't know his face or even his name, right? Right! Well, no. That is, I mean... So, which is it? Did you know him or not? Lots of sneezing.
Now see here! You can't avoid answering the question by sneezing all day!
Yeah, we're 5 years ago, and Phoenix is wearing a sweater with his name in it. With the letter P and a side of heart. Because he's dating Dahlia, and that's the kind of thing she does to people. Well, I guess I did know his name. News to me. Why didn't he tell me that before? I heard he used to date Dolly.
Who's this Dolly person?
Ah, yes, that would be the defendant's lover, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Oh, I see. A young love. So bittersweet.
But that's all I knew about him. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. That's definitely something we have to present something about. I don't know if it's Dahlia's profile, though. Mr. Wright, you stated the following in your testimony. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. Yeah, that's right. I mean, why would I even... But that doesn't sound right. If you hardly knew him, then why would you say that the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe? Before we end the stream should be the Hear Me Out stuff. Oh, I'm gonna do a whole stream on it. You guys better give me some good hilarious ones. Did Edgeworth give him that? I wish! That's Edgeworth's fashion sense. No, his fashion sense is a bit more Edwardian. Well, Mr. Wright? No, it wasn't me. I'm not a killer, I swear.
Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony. How is it that you knew the victim was, as you put it, a British wannabe?
Yes, well... He was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt. Was he? It's not there. Did you see it at the crime scene? The Union Jack, I mean? Yeah, that's right. I saw it at the crime scene. That's why I figured he must love British stuff, see? It's true, cross my heart. It can't be. I swear I didn't do it. He's acting fishier than a salmon I ate last night.
May I ask you something, Ms. Fay?
Yes, Your Honor? What is it now?
Who is this person anyway? This Union Jack fellow?
You mean Edgeworthian? But yes! You can, if you can't have a blue sky, it's okay. You can add it in... Are you in my Discord? You can always put it in my Discord. The Union Jack is the name of the flag of England.
Oh, I see. So you mean like the Stars and Stripes, right?
As usual, Your Honor, your insight astounds me. Though it's true that the Union Jack is, though it's true that most people will call the British flag the Union Jack, it's only called that when it flies at sea. By golly, I'm getting through my water quick tonight. Chad, I blame you. I don't know why. You got me started at it and it kept going. A nerd. A nerd. This is our fault. Yes. Hey, something just occurred to me. Isn't there something strange about this bit just now?
Mia, there is a contradiction here.
Mr. Grossberg.
Quickly now, show that boy you mean business. With evidence, I mean.
Okay, Mia, check the court record carefully.
Well, my dear, you think you can manage on your own?
I can handle it myself. 1 year ago, I was in a courtroom just like this. I can do it. I can handle this myself.
You mustn't try to bite off more than you can chew, Mia.
I'll be fine. I know what I have to do.
Remember, you can always press him to get more information. Oh, and one more thing. When you're going to state a contradiction, make sure you present some definitive proof.
Okay, Mia, one more time from the very beginning of his testimony. We don't need to worry about this. We're not. How do you know that? Are you certain you saw the Union Jack? Yeah, I'm sure. It was right there on his back.
Miss Fay, is there some point to this line of questioning?
Your Honor, please take another look at this crime scene photo. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing written on the victim's back. Tutorials? In my video game? It's more likely than you think. It's true. Hey, wait a minute. He was wearing a leather jacket. The Union Jack was on the back of the t-shirt he was wearing. I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? You would have no idea that he was... what he was wearing underneath that jacket. Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me. Please forgive me.
Mia, you made our client cry.
Let him. That P on his chest doesn't stand for Phoenix anyways. I can't believe I trusted him. Mr. Wright was all wrong. That was an impressive bit of cross-examination. Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me. It's quite clear that this man did not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime. Uh-oh. Did I go too far? By the way, Mr. Wright, you seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it? Yeah, I took some, but... Was the medicine that you took an over-the-counter brand called Cold Killer X? Yeah, that's right. It kills colds good. Hey, wait a second. How did you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X? Would you happen to have that medicine with you right now? Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere. He lost it. Does this even have anything to do with the case? Mr. Wright, shall I tell you where your cold medicine is right now? Huh? Your Honor, I'd like for you to take another look at the photo from the crime scene.
What's this? In the victim's hand, it's Cold Killer X!
Respectfully, I dislike pain. He's a huge pain. Yes, that's true. I think we all do. Yes, we do. That's why he has the funny nasally voice. It's a little bit tricky to get it, because, like, if you do it wrong, you can hurt yourself. But I got it. I'm used to voicing the, actually nerds. Actually... And Payne's voice is just that, but a lawyer. Oh, golly, I'm gonna have to scoot and get more water. Not yet, though. Yes, but even I've got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work. There's no doubt as to who this bottle of Cold Killer X belonged to. Especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints are all over it. What? The peanut gallery! Sensing his murderous intent, Mr. Swallow must have picked up the bottle of medicine, dropped it by Mr. Wright, and hid it in his hand. His purpose in doing so can only have been to identify his killer as Phoenix Wright. I don't think that's true. I think there are many things that could be happening.
Order! Order in the court!
Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and bottle as evidence.
Very well. The court will accept them into the record.
Also, the victim's wristwatch was broken. Is there a joke about the medicine being called Cold Killer here? Yes, it's a cold killer.
Broken?
Yes, it ceased to functioning when a large wave of electricity passed through it. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have some kind of explanation for all of this? This is really bad.
Oh, my buttocks. My poor, poor hemorrhoids.
Grossberg. That's gross. The truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building. We talked for a bit, and then around 3 we split up. Then later, when I went back, I found him lying there. I'd been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days, but I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. I'm back and still can't find the Discord. Oh no! Hang on, I can get you the Discord link, I think. Do-do, do-do, do-do-do. Oh dang, Val's faster than me at it. I was copying it in as I went. I don't have anything on my Etsy right now, and I really should remove my my Twitter, because I don't use it. You know what? I am going to put something on Etsy, though. It's going to take me a little bit of doing. But you know those cute little octopi I make? I'm going to put those. But in the form of me. You guys can all have knitted me's. A little bit of merch for everybody. Thank you, but I kind of need it on YouTube. Oh, I am also on YouTube.
That's completely different than the testimony you gave previously.
Lots of sneezing. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth. You'll forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible. Miss Faye?
Please begin your cross-examination.
Oh, please, Mr. Wright, don't tell any more lies. We're gonna press him, but first I need to look at the court record. I need this. What number of clock is that, y'all? Is that 5 minutes past 3? Or is that, like... I think that's 5 minutes past... Like, when you wear a watch, right? Like, this is his left hand. When you wear a watch on your left wrist, when humans wear a watch on their left wrist, they wear it so that the 12 is up at the top. So is this... It can't be 9 something. This has got to be a few minutes past 3. Okay. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. The truth is, I came because he called me. Had you ever met the victim before then? No, never! But That day, he called me up and told me he wanted to talk about Dolly.
And this Dolly person is...
It's kind of embarrassing. She's my, sweetheart.
Oof! What was that for, Mia?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like slapping something all of a sudden. Dahlia Hawthorne was also the lover of the murder victim, Doug Swallow. Before she met Mr. Wright, that is.
So it was one of those nasty love triangles. I see.
No, that's a love chevron. Once again. That is a love chevron. A love triangle means that everybody has to be somehow involved. Or at least it has to go sort of triangularly. I suppose if we're talking about Homestuck, it could be a love triangle, because usually the two love interests hate each other. So they could have a perfectly good phase relationship. Why, done been bunked. Wah. They don't have to be full gay, they can be bi. I'm sorry. I thought my Discord would be easier to find. It's called the Silly Beacon. If that helps. I don't know if that helps. Alright. We'll figure it out. I'm sorry that all your names are taken on Blue Sky, too. Wah. Alright.
So it was one of those nasty love triangles, I see.
He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building. Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated you should meet at 2:45? Bi is still full gay, it's just also full straight, too. Oh no! Oh no! Lying in the middle of the Kinsey scale, the world's a buffet and I'm here to get my fill. I like lying in the middle of the Kinsey scale. It's a great point. It's a great spot to be. You can date anybody and be satisfied. Sorry, I was looking for a while. Why is Phoenix dressed like a new woo boy? Oh, Phoenix is on trial for murder! We're in a flashback. This is 5 years ago. This is Mia's second trial, technically. Her first trial was tragedy. But this is her second trial. And Phoenix, more specifically, Phoenix is dressed like a new woo boy because Dahlia dressed him. Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated you should meet at 2:45? Yeah, and we were both there right on time.
You said the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct?
Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. Everyone called him the alchemist of IVU.
An alchemist? I see.
I gotta admit, it was a little suspicious. He had the whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on high voltage electricity.
Oh, how fascinating! He sounds like quite the ambitious young man.
Ooh, a fun fact. Okay, let's see. Why is Phoenix yapping? He doesn't mean to. He's just not a very good witness. Oh, I know. An electricity fun fact. We love electricity fun facts. Okay, so, heat contains energy. It's hard to transfer that energy without doing it directly. But what we've learned is that if you transfer heat directly to energy, you can transfer that energy into through a complicated series of steps, which isn't actually that complicated. You can take the heat energy, transfer it into, you can boil water with it, and then you can use the steam from that to make kinetic energy to spin a turbine, which you can then use to make electricity. And that is how we make electricity. The only thing that changes about the way that we make electricity is what we use to move the turbine. Hydroelectricity is done by just running basically a water mill. You find a river that goes, and you build a dam, and you let the water run through it, and it turns the turbine. You can boil water with actual literal fire, and that's what gets you coal-powered electricity. You can do it with nuclear power, and with nuclear power, what does it is obviously the nuclear part of that. You put the rods in the water and the water boils. Or, if you really want, you can burn gas or oil to do it. You probably shouldn't, but you can. There's also other ways to make electricity, of course. But, yeah. Our path to making electricity is boil water to make steam to turn turbine. If anyone ever tells you I've got a new way to make electricity, ask them first, is this just boiling water to make steam to turn a turbine? And they'll probably be like, yeah. Ooh, riddle me this! We love a riddle. Heckfire is shockingly bad at boiling water, I expect. Yeah, you could boil water and put a little dippy scoop over the top, and the steam makes it rise and fall for steam power. That's true. Dippy scoop is the scientific term. Yes. Perfect. Riddle me this, riddle me that. Let's see what we got. Oh, you guys might not get this one, but I'll give it to you anyway. Okay, I got it. Upon the root and forest sporn, the Yuletide halls I do adorn. Good luck!
Oh, how fascinating! He sounds like he was quite the ambitious young man.
Is that like Christmas? That is what Yuletide is. It is not holly. That is a good guess. Ooh, it is mistletoe. Mistletoe grows on the root of the oak tree. I gave you too much when I gave you Yuletide. I should have come up with something else. Holly is a good guess, though. Holly does not grow at the root of another plant. Mistletoe is actually a parasite. I just wanted to rhyme adorn and born. You're not dumb. You are clever at the riddles. It's just usually Val solves them instantly. You do, Val. See also, how many times on the clock show show a sequence of 3 numbers in order? How many times does that happen on a digital clock? I'm out here like 12, and Val's out here like 36! Or some nonsense. That was not a fluke! You kept going! You did the math! Val makes reasonably decent riddles, also. They're usually guessable for me, because I'm just like, what's their current hyperfocus? What is their current hyperfocus? Like today, I'm willing to bet I'd get some Dandy's World characters, Shadow Milk Cookie, and like any of the hear me outs from earlier. Also, we add Shadow Milk Cookie to the list. Add them to the list.
Oh, how fascinating. He sounds like he was quite an ambitious young man.
What do I do? Maybe I should ask him for some more details. I guess we'll ask him about the department. I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department. Well, okay, sure. I don't know all that much, though. A little bit earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange machines that run on high-voltage electricity. Well, that's right. And they sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltages, so there are high-voltage cables everywhere. High-voltage cables? Thank you! Yeah, there were electrical poles set up all around the building. The high-voltage cables run overhead, around the roof. Finally, I think we're getting somewhere. Oh! And a big stretch! Big stretch! We talked for a bit, and then around 3 p.m. we split up. So what is it that you were talking about? You know. Then maybe we should hang out again sometime. I don't believe that. Hang out again sometime? I wish that were true. Then later when I went back, I found him lying there. So you say you went back? Yeah, that's when I found the body. Yes, but why did you go back in the first place? Weren't you angry with him? Well, that's right, I was. Then why, Mr. Wright? Why did you go back there? High voltage cables? Is this a Mega Man DOS reference? Can you tell I'm hyperfixating on Mega Man? Yes. I thought maybe we could make up. No one believed that. Judging by the atmosphere, I'm pretty sure no one is buying this. I've been taking Cold Killer X for the past 2 or 3 days. It's rather unusual to catch a cold at this time of year, isn't it? Yeah, I always get a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. I guess I shouldn't sleep with the window open this early in spring, huh? I suppose common sense is not always common. Golly! Hey, Golly! Of Inscription fame! I love Golly! Golly loves the internet! She's so pure and innocent and excited to be here! And she got excited when my card won! She was as excited as me! And I was excited too! We love Golly. I hope the robot voice came through good. Sometimes it doesn't. Still waiting for that Mega Man DOS stream. This is a joke. I mean, I am going to play a Mega Man. It might be a SNES Mega Man, but I will do it. I'll be very bad at it. You'll have to suffer me being so bad at the game. But I will do a stream of Mega Man. We'll see. Maybe I'll play Mega Man and Bass. Get back to my roots. The only Mega Man I've ever played. And I'll laugh about it. Yes, chat, you can all laugh at my ability to play Mega Man, which isn't. It doesn't exist. I've tried. I think I beat Mega Man in Bass, but I think I did it by, like... You know how sometimes when you're small and you don't know how to do anything and you go get your older cousin to help? Because you're like, I can't do it! And your cousin's like 13 at that point and is like, okay. And you hand over the controller and you're like, help! And then he gets you by the boss and then you go do a bunch of jumps and then like 15 to 20 minutes later, which is not how long a Mega Man level should have taken you, but that's how long it took you, you're back going, I can't do it! And crying like a little baby. I can yap about Mega Man and it'll be on topic! Gasp! It's true! Mega Man and Bass is regarded as the hardest one. Good! Can't wait for Friday because of the Dandy's World update. Oh yeah, that's right. There is an update. I forgot. So, did anyone else know that you were taking cold medicine? Well, I always took one after meals, so I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it. But I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. On the day of the incident? What did you do for lunch? Huh? What does that have to do with anything? You can never be too sure. I always eat with Dolly. Just the two of us. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. Her mini omelets are magically delicious.
Ouch! Wow, did you punch me in the jaw?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like hurting someone all of a sudden.
I think that's enough for now. So the defendant and the victim met at approximately the time of his death. And then the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason.
I'm not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine bottle either.
Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright. Your testimony cannot be trusted.
Oh, yeah, Phoenix is testifying about what he did. Well, what do you mean? I knew it was too much work for a little girl.
However, there's one mystery that still remains.
There is, Your Honor?
How the murder was carried out, of course. Just how was the victim electrocuted? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct?
Well, that is... you are correct, Your Honor. So how exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? If I could somehow establish how it was done, maybe I could still come out of this mess smelling like a rose. Your Honor!
Yes, Miss Faye?
Though the SNES version of Rock Band and Bass doesn't have an official translation, and we don't speak at the GBA port. Oh. Oh no. I'm so sorry about the GBA port of Rock Band and Bass. Like you mentioned it, and I instantly remembered that there are people in my house who are really into Mega Man, and I'm not, but that port devastated people. It harmed people. You don't have to be sorry. Now even Catoid's appropriating my Canadian culture. We apologize for all of the things. You don't have to apologize. I get excited when people are excited for games. No, sorry is my thing, Val. Stop stealing my Canadian culture. You guys can have Canadian culture when you get here. The GBA port stabbed my family. The Rock Band and Bass port is legendarily bad. I don't even know the specifics, but Catoid, you may go on if you would like. I do not know the specifics of how bad it is. I just understand it was bad. I believe that if we were trying to piece everything we've heard together, everything we've heard up until now, we should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died.
That would be most impressive.
Quite the rash statement coming from a rookie. Not even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of the court, yes? An attorney must be able to substantiate their arguments with evidence. Of course I know that. Actually, I had totally forgotten about that. No, I hadn't.
Now then, Miss Faye, let me see what you've got. Show me how you believe the victim was electrocuted.
There, right there. There, right there. Look at that tan, well-tended skin. Look at the killer shape he's in. Couldn't help it. Mint was watching Legally Blonde, the musical, not too long ago, and I have a newfound love for Chip on Your Shoulder. Ooh, Rockman and Bass has a sequel, Rockman and Bass, Challenger from the Future. Who travels back in time to challenge them? Is it Future Bass? Or is it Mega Man? Or is it Proto Man? Or is it Zero? I feel like those are the ones who would do it. Maybe not Proto Man. He's often not there. As for the cause of death, I'd say this picture captures it quite well.
What? But there's nothing that even remotely resembles a murder weapon here. I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain this in a bit more detail. Miss Faye, where exactly in this photo is the murder weapon?
Yeah, that'll do. Well, naturally, it's right here.
That's... What is that?
A severed electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Remember the testimony we've heard. The machines that the pharmacology students use in their experiments require high voltage. And because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung up everywhere.
So then, the high voltage cable...
Yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of death. That's the most likely explanation. It's Rockman Shadow, who totally isn't Quint. They just happen to both be from the future and have green armor. Of course. Hey, Fiera, if I was a thing, what would I be? Like an inanimate object? That I were going to animate into a cartoon? No, like, just a thing. Anything. Stars, a candle, stuff like that. Oh. So not even just a household object. We've already answered household object with you anyway. A distant star. Stars are a household object for Val. I mean, what? Who said that? That's fair. I have a star thingy, a star projector. Aquarium staff got it for me because I keep talking about the stars aligning, and they were like, here, you can line these stars up. And I went, okay! But it doesn't work. I tried. It was so sad. And after I went to all the trouble of carving out alien constellations, didn't work. Just use star stickers. Oh, you're right! I could do that too. I don't have any. I want some. I love glow-in-the-dark stars. I used to have really powerful glow-in-the-dark stars when I was small. What do you mean by a distant star? I mean a star that's very far away. So a distant star... The thing about distant stars is they're difficult to see. They're difficult to see from here. So it's difficult to tell their potential. But if you can actually get out there and get to them and like meet them at their level in their orbit, you can actually see how pretty they are and how cool they are, or well, I guess in a star's case, how warm and how neat it is. Yeah. Hello, Jelly Bucket. Was your messaging not working? It seems like it weren't. Star stickers? Sticker star? Paper Mario sticker star? Yeah! That's oddly comforting. I'm glad. Right, high voltage cables. We're gonna get through the tutorial tonight, y'all. I sent 8 characters to the Hear Me Out page. Good! Y'all should interact. No, not Sticker Star, anything but Sticker Star. I've never played Sticker Star, but I should play Thousand Year Door at some point, I think. I haven't actually played Thousand Year Door. I played Mario RPG with all of you on chat, and I've played the original SNES version before, which was very fun. Right, where were we? Yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of death. That is the most likely explanation.
That certainly sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Well, I believe some praise is in order. Don't toy with me, old man. Meow, meow. The victim's cause of death may indeed have been the high voltage cable. However, I want you to think about what that really implies. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was the defendant. The objectively best combat strategy in the game is to run away from every fight except bosses. Ooh. I feel like later we're going to get back into the hear me outs again. I mean, that is how we are. The sticker star in the Rockman and based GBA port murdered my family. And I don't mean the stream. Oh yeah, almost certain. I'm going to do a hear me out stream. Give me like a week to organize everything and figure out how to use the tier list and stuff, and we will have a hear me out stream. In fact, probably gonna do it on the... I'll probably set it for the 14th, actually, because that's when we usually do carry on. I might set it for Friday night, though. No, Friday night's Roblox. What am I playing? I'm playing Spyro on Sunday. I'll come up with something. I believe in you. My mod helps me with many things. Oh, that reminds me. Aquarium staff has a blue sky now. Yeah, Spyro Sundays. We love Spyro. It is the remake, sadly, but... Just add Zout and Kieran. That are the only two characters I can think about. And Monica. Yeah! Actually, someone who has blue sky. Wait, what's Kieran from? I need to know the game. That's true. Pokemon. Oh! Aquarium staff blue sky in this economy? Well, that's what the director said. She was annoyed when I told her I wanted them to have one. But then Cool Staff was like, no, that's actually a good idea. I'll look him up later. I've played. Wait, Kieran from like the Scarlet and Violet DLC, right? The saddest baby boy. Yeah. I got so mad at that DLC. I got so mad that I don't want to play it anymore. That game. Okay. So there's a point in that game where Kieran asks you a question, and you have no option but to lie to him to carry the story on. And I got so upset because I'm sitting there as the player character, and I'm like, I would not say that. I would tell that boy the truth. Give me the option to tell the truth. But the story can't continue if you don't. Yes, Mix Rhodes. Valentine Rhodes. She's, they're part of staff. Staff has many people on staff. They're like cool staff. They're not cool staff. Cool staff is different. Not to be confused with me, completely different people. This is true. They're the ones, they're here on yesterday. I think. No, I'm wrong. Yeah, basically the entire first half of the DLC is gaslighting Kieran, and I don't think that's fair to me. I don't like that. You're right, it is Saturday. I don't keep staff's schedule very good. I know when cool staff is here because it's when I get to crochet sometimes. And also ride around. You'd think I'd know staff's schedule better, but I don't care. I just yell at them whenever they're here. Listen, you better believe I don't even always know what they look like. Character arc. Yay. But yeah, no, I got so mad that we were so mean to Kieran, and I felt so bad. Because, like, I get it. I know what it is to be lonely and fragile and have everybody be like, no, you can't do things. And then be really sad. And then, like, you go through, because you're doing a student project where you travel to places and take pictures, and you watch Kieran. You watch Kieran just get so sad the whole time. And I was like, this is depressing. Like, because Kieran knows you lied. His Master Ball did fail. Yes, it did. And I was devastated. I stopped identifying with the player character and couldn't play the DLC because I was like, I just can't do it. Kieran did nothing wrong. I feel for him. I do. He didn't do anything wrong. Everything conspired to ruin his life. And, like, it is an even cool story still, Murder Bro. It's just, oh no. All of that is completely understandable. Like, imagine what would happen if we were unkind to Wally the whole way through Emerald. Like, it's devastating. In Wally's case, we're nice to him the whole way through. And Wally is like he's like a sickly little guy. He starts out super weak. He can't even catch a Ralts. He did catch a Ralts. We did that. We helped him. Like, he's like super pathetic, but he gets better. And like he slowly gains confidence and he starts to like get well from traveling around because that's a thing you can do in Pokemon. And like at the end when you're fighting him in the pre-champion fight, when you're fighting him, you're just like, yeah, this is it. My best friend is so good. To be fair, isn't Ralt's catch rate kind of low? It is. Meanwhile, Kieran is just ruined. Poor thing. I like him. I feel really bad for him. A different kind of bad than I feel for N. Right, we were playing this game. We're gonna get out of the tutorial tonight, I swear.
That much is certainly true.
Yes, and that's not all. We have proof! Irrefutable proof that will establish that Mr. Wright was the murderer.
You do? Well, what is it?
His fingerprints.
Fingerprints? You mean that the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medicine bottle?
Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. And as you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well.
It does. You mean...
Yes, it was quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket. The palm print of the defendant's very own hand.
What?
I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intent on murder. He squarely pushed the victim towards the severed electrical cable.
He was raised by literal Pokemon. I always thought N was a Zoroark, and I was honestly surprised when the game didn't do that. I thought that's what he was. Like, just a Zoroark that had learned to talk. He's got the hair for it. Order! Order! That's enough! I think we can conclude that there's no reason to continue with this cross-examination. Stick a fork in us. We're done. Mr. Grossberg. My hemorrhoids never lie. The show is over, Mia. I knew that boy was guilty from the first time I saw him. No, you're wrong. Mr. Wright is innocent. No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt. Your Honor! At this time, I'm prepared to render a verdict in this case. Phew! Do you have something further to add, Miss Faye? One of the most popular theories is that he is a Zoroark because he can talk to Pokemon, and when you follow the Zoroark into N's castle, it disappears and N is there. That is true. Bye, Catoid! Have fun! Nah, N's actually a Ditto. The real N has been missing for years. Okay, I'm gonna level with you. One of the first fan fictions I wrote for Pokemon, because I'd only just read some Full Metal Alchemist, was
and a couple of other stories in that vein. One of the ones I wrote was so a man has a daughter and a man has a ditto. And then a man has a ditto daughter. And like, I'm glad I'm not wrong that ditto can transform into people per Detective Pikachu. Side note, I love that scene with the sunglasses coming off. Just whoop. And it's ditto eyes. And I was like, yeah! Alright, we hydrate as chat demands. And a big stretch. Big stretch. And for body break, we're going to do some twists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh. Oh. It's a ditto with imposter. Ah. And we hydrate as chat demands. Oh no. Chat, you've done this thing. Where you run me out of water. Oh no. Alright, riddle me this. Welcome in, Cloud Kenny. Riddle me this, eh? We hydrate the octopi. Hydrate the octopi, they are thirsty. Do 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 do. Don't actually, I've had so much water. Nah, don't worry. I haven't had that much water. Charity of beacons. Charity of beacons. Alright, let me get a riddle. Oh, I got it. Here we spin them round and round in separate parts, the answer's found. This one might be a little weird, or this one might be a little weird. Good luck. Is this what you want, Mr. Wright? You still haven't told us the truth. The whole truth. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict. But I can't. I just can't say it. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be... It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney. You can trust me. Splatoon! Miss Faye, no matter what it is you have to say, I believe in you, and I'll try to represent you till the very end. Oh, we've already established the defendant's guilt. There's no further need for him to say anything. Nope, it is not a puzzle. Wait a minute. Mr. Wright? It's not Splatoon either, but I appreciate that. Shout out to the Wahoo World Carousel. I'll tell you what really happened. But I've already told you, Mr. Wright. There's no need for further... I did it. I admit it. I pushed him. It's my fault. My fault that Doug Swallow is dead. That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business.
I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news.
You're lying!
Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl.
Stop it! Don't talk about her like that! A pencil! No. It's not a pencil. Do you think Payne's hair has jiggle physics like Luigi's nose? Amazing. I hope so. It is not a pencil. You guys can carry on guessing. A top. A top. That is not it. But you are on the right track in that centripetal force is important here. I'm too tired to try. Eepy beepy. I'll tell you guys at the end of stream. Don't worry.
What you just said, was that the truth?
Yes, I was afraid. Afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure. Hitmontop! But wait, that's a Pokemon. It is not that.
Well, as things currently stand, we're all absolutely convinced you are.
Please! Please give me one more chance to explain. This time I swear I'll tell the whole truth. It'll be okay, won't it, Miss Faye? I believe in you! Oh, thank you? I still can't believe it. He really did push the victim.
Oh, this feels like my hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem Shake.
A spindle. Also not... Nope. And not a helicopter either. This one might have been a little niche for you guys, but... You guys are right about it spinning. And you are correct about centripetal force. I will say... I'm trying to think of a hint that doesn't instantly give it away. I will say you're not thinking... It's not a dreidel, but I love that. I'd have some sort of like gambling or gold thing if it was a dreidel. I'd have some joke about gelt. Which, by the by, is delicious. If you guys ever get a chance to, play the dreidel game, I'm gonna level with you. Hanukkah gelt is delicious. I don't know what it is. It's better than regular chocolate. It might not even be good chocolate. It's better than regular chocolate. Okay. Right. Yes, it is gambling. You play with chocolate coins. It's a really fun time, I promise. Even though it doesn't seem like it should be, it is. Alright, let's give you a hint. Let's see. I'm trying to give you a hint without giving it away. I think you guys are skipping over the last part. In separate parts, the answer's found. I think you need to combine spinning things to spin them out, spinning things to make them become separate parts. A coin's a coin. It's a chocolate coin. I don't actually like chocolate very much, usually. Chocolate you win like that, though, is delicious because you won it and it's yours. So you just smush it in your face. I'm very generous with it, though. Alright, when I push the victim. That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly. You're not dumb. I just gave you guys a really niche one. I lost my temper and gave him a shove. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back, but he was just lying there, dead. That I do believe. Alright. Chat, I need to go fill up my water. I will give you one more hint. It is not a firework. I will give you one more hint. And that is that it is a piece of equipment that you would use to help you solve complicated problems. And if you guys can't get it from that, I will keep giving you hints. Look what they do with the blood test. Yes, it is. I think you've got it. It's the thing with the blood. Yeah, it's. I didn't know if you guys would know the name, but it is a centrifuge. But yes, I will give it. I will give it to you with the thing with the blood test. It's a centrifuge because what you do with a centrifuge is you spin the. It spins real fast and separate bloods out. That was going to be my next guess. I'm so sorry. All right, chat. I will be right back. I have to go get more water. Probably should have done this like several minutes ago. When the ads would have started, but I will be right back. Don't worry. All right, I'm back and I brought water. Hello. How would we bug staff? Staff. 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 Chat wants to bug you. Yeah. I don't know. What do they want to say? No, you have to wait because Twitch has a little bit of a delay. So they don't hear me in necessarily the most real of real times. What does chat want to say? Hello? Yeah, I'm back. You could do it. You have an email. Staff has an email. You could make a Twitch account. I have a bug for you. It's in a jar. That's what chat says. They also chat wants more Valentine appearances. Chat wants free Doritos. It's an actual bug. We love bugs. I love bugs. Shrimps is bugs. You have Doritos. Okay. Yeah. Chat's not demanding. I'm demanding. Can I pet the fish? Am I a fish? Oh no. Oh, Chat. They're arguing about the definition of a fish. no such thing as fish. Imagine crushing up Doritos and mixing them into mac and cheese. We have Doritos mac and cheese. You can get Doritos candy, Doritos KD here. You can get cotton candy Doritos also, or not cotton candy Doritos, cotton candy mac and cheese also. I don't know why, but you can. There's a Cheetos mac and cheese, and it's really good. The microwavable cups of KD are terrible, like all of them. Right. We were playing a murder game. I'll let aquarium staff argue about what's a fish. They're going to be at that the rest of the night. Like, they're going to be on that for a while. Next thing they do is argue about whether Abe Sapien counts as a fish. They'll argue about, like, does it need bones? Does it have to have cartilage? If it doesn't have those things, is it a fish or is it a mollusk or what is it? Are mollusks fish because they have gills? It goes in fins. In my case, I have both of those things. So, like, am I a fish? Pink could be the Riddler with an outfit like that. Yes. Oops, and the octopus as well. I am very petable. I am 4 centimeters big. I think Smollusk might be about the same size as I am, maybe bigger. Maybe smaller? I don't know. Smollusk is a baby. I am a fish. Everyone's a fish! Because, like, lungfish are fish, but they have lungs. They have actual vestigial lungs. Well, the explanation is really quite simple. A starfish is not a fish. When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew back and touched the electrical cable. He died from the shock. And that, as they say, is that.
A simple explanation indeed.
At the time of the incident, a light rain had been falling. Wet from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted. But I am a jellyfish. With a name like Jelly Bucket, I should hope so. When I pushed him, there weren't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been something like that, even I would have noticed it. That's true. Even a doofus like him couldn't miss that.
Miss Fay, let me warn you right now that if your cross-examination doesn't yield any new facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Are we clear on that?
Yes, Your Honor. Don't give up, Mia. If he is innocent, there must be some kind of evidence somewhere that'll prove it. That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly. So what kinds of things did Mr. Swallow say to you? He said all sorts of terrible things about Dolly. He said that she was a bad girl.
Is that all?
Yep.
Well, Miss Fay, you heard him yourself.
Oh boy, you're not doing yourself any favors here, Mr. Wright. I vote for Val to join staff. There is a Valentine on staff. Their name is Valentine Rhodes. Their social media manager. You guys will get to meet all of staff eventually. Oh! I could. Staff wants me to stop thinking of them as a sort of conglomerate of thing, as just like aquarium staff, and to think of them as individual people. And so to that end, they want me to know, they want me to do drawings of them. Portraits of them. I'm not very good at drawing, because I have octopus tentacles, and it's hard. You guys have seen my own self-portraits of me, and I know what I look like, and that's what I give you. So staff has asked me to do art of all of them, each of them, and so I'm gonna draw them to the best of my little octopus ability. And I'm gonna do art of them. I'll put it on their blue sky. They can put it on the blue sky to introduce everybody, right? We'll have to talk to the director about that. Fine! See if I care. That just means no. Sometimes they think they don't talk to her, and sometimes they think that maybe she just doesn't let them. Boo. Fear, do staff have outfits? Lab coats, mostly. Except for security, they wear security uniforms. Yeah, kinda. They have their lab coats, that they wear for proper protective gear. And they all have no-slip shoes that they wear. Sometimes they wear rubber boots if they have to be in a place that's very, very wet. And sometimes they have these coveralls that are rubber that they have to wear sometimes. And like, but we want to see the art maybe. Oh no. Oh, I'll do my best. I'll show you guys everybody. I'll introduce everybody eventually. You guys, you know what's occurred to me? Cool Staff has a name. Like, probably she does. That isn't just Cool Staff. Oh no. I don't know anyone. Nah, they're all aquarium staff to me. Rubber boots were made for wading, and that's just what they do. One of these days you'll find rubber boots on top of you. Yes. Oh boy. You're not doing yourself any favors here, Mr. Wright. Please don't make this harder for me than it already is. Well, anyway, after he said that, I lost my temper and gave him a shove. Can you tell me about what happened in a little more detail? Well, that guy, he just said what he wanted to say to me. And then he put on the jacket he was holding and started to leave. That's when I lost my temper and flew into a furious frenzy. I just gave him a light, gentle shove to the chest. And when you did that, there was no severed cable anywhere to be seen? Right! There was nothing like that at all. But it is possible you merely overlooked that. Well, I guess it's possible. What are you doing? Don't let the guy steamroll over you like cheap asphalt.
Well, I believe that's important here is the moment the push occurred. Let's continue on with the testimony, witness.
At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A loud noise? And what would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright? Good luck! I hope your picnic went well. Well, I'm not sure, but it was really loud. It was like, snap! You know, come to think of it, I wonder what that was. Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victim being electrocuted. You're not qualified to decide that. What should I do? I'm treading on some dangerous ground here. Mr. Wright, that loud noise you heard may be extremely important, so try to remember what it was. How do I put it? It was like a sharp crack. Ah! Could it have been... Yes? Could it have been? Hurry up and tell us. When I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella he was holding. He fell right on top of it, and it broke. That was probably the noise I heard.
An umbrella, huh? And did that umbrella belong to the victim?
Holy Arceus, how are there so many? There's lots of them. Good night, Jelly Bucket.
Did that umbrella belong to the victim?
Yeah, it was a plastic umbrella, cheap and frail, kind of like the owner. Then again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. I was totally soaked to the bone.
Miss Faye, what do you think? Is there something important in that testimony just now?
Yes, there is. Of course it's important. This is it, Mia. The new information you've been waiting for. Of course it's important. No, this cheap umbrella is more than important. It's vital. I want to officially have it entered into the testimony. Ha! How How perfectly fitting! Flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer. Pain.
The court agrees to the defense's request. Witness, please add the bit about the cheap umbrella to your testimony.
I'll bet he fell down on top of his umbrella, if you'll check the crime scene image. It's over here.
Objection!
Why didn't you testify about the umbrella from the very beginning? Well, come on, if I had mentioned that. I would have been able to counter the prosecution's arguments earlier. What do you mean by that? Take another look at the crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole.
You're absolutely right.
The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell, in other words. After he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallow was still alive. No!
Order! 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 The victim! He moved! Mr. Payne! The umbrella in this photo! Where is it now?
Well, it was collected by the police at the crime scene.
I want it presented as evidence immediately!
Wow, that was quick! But the umbrella can have simply been blown there by the wind. According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. There's simply no way it could have been blown there by the wind. But...
I know this matter of the umbrella seems relatively trivial, but as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final judgment.
No!
However, I still find it hard to believe that a huge hole has been blown in the prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony. Well done, Mia. Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling about?
Pardon me, Your Honor. It seems I was expecting too much of a free ride. I was foolish to think I could establish guilt through cross-examination alone.
I'm afraid I don't follow what you're saying.
Let me guess. You have another witness. Exactly. And this witness's testimony will be incontrovertible.
Well, who is this witness?
Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Dahlia Hawthorne? You don't mean Dolly?
I do, Your Honor. The defendant's very own lover is a witness to the whole thing. That's right. She was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place.
What?
I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear. Is she gonna have to put on her Sunday clothes? Is it a... Is it a great big world out there? Bad news. You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this. You can't be serious.
Mia, what do you mean by that? Well, I think this is a good point for us to stop at. Court will now enter a 20-minute recess. Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Miss Faye, I'm sorry about what happened back there. It's alright. At least you told the truth in the end to us, Mr. Wright. Yeah, I guess I can start to relax then, huh?
Relax. My boy, you can't be serious after hiding such important facts.
But the next next witness is my dolly, right? She'll save me. I just know she will. Why do you think that? Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life, that's why. The love of your life, huh? Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? Sure, no problem. Dolly and I, we first met about 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse. Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer. On the side. Anyway. Look at her. She does not belong here. One day, she and I just bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. As soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here, take a look at this. She gave this to me the day we met as a symbol of our love. She'd been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off. But before she gave it to me, she said, "I want you to carry this."
So, she gave it to you as a present, I see.
This darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little dolly. It certainly is a little bottle, all right. It makes me so happy. I show it to everyone I meet. I want to share my happiness with the whole world. Huh. Anyway. So after that, you and Ms. Hawthorne started dating? Yeah! But she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now.
What a strange girl, asking for a present back like that.
By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dahlia Hawthorne 8 months ago, it wouldn't happen to have been August 27th, would it? Huh? Yeah, it was! How did you... This happened on August 27th, right here in this courthouse. What's this? A newspaper clipping? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse. Murder?
What are you reading there? Let me see that. Oh! I see. Mia, I think I understand what you're trying to say. And I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. You believe there's some relationship between these two cases, am I correct?
I hope you don't mind, Mr. Grossberg. I need to finish this myself.
Yes, but I'm afraid what you have will not be enough, my dear. I'll go and have a look at the downstairs reading room and see what else I can find.
Thank you.
I want to do whatever I can to be a help to you, Mia. Well, it looks like recess is about over. We'd better all get moving.
I guess so. That recess sure seemed longer than 20 minutes, though. It didn't seem even 20 minutes, but okay. Welcome in, Keelan! Yes, a recess in the middle of our intro case. Our tutorial case. Insane.
Court will now reconvene. Mr. Payne, please call your witness.
The next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. The prosecution calls Miss Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I should take a look at these. An article from 8/28, almost 8 months ago. Touch the check button for details. Murder in the courthouse? Very little information is being disclosed at this time, since the victim of yesterday's incident in the district courthouse cafeteria is said to have been a lawyer. However, police are questioning the 19-year-old female college student who was sitting with the victim. He shows it to everyone. A small bottle necklace given to Wright on the day they met. He shows it to everyone. Adorable. How goes the game? Well, we did spend half an hour getting sidetracked by Hear Me Outs. By the way, if you have a Hear Me Out, put it on the Blue Sky post I made. I made a Blue Sky post about it. I'm gonna do a Hear Me Out I'm gonna do a Hear Me Out stream for y'all. And, like, give me about a week to sort through everybody's answers. To get everybody's answers in, sort through them, and then put her up. And I will do a tier list for you all. I will do the best tier list. I may only be 4 centimeters tall, but I know what I like. And what I like is lots of tentacles and big. Because as you can see, I'm very little. But I will also settle for human. Even though they're full of bones. You have any idea how many bones are in humans? There's too many. How do you live like that? Is your skeleton heavy? Is it weighty? I feel like it's weighty. I feel like it's heavy. I feel like a skeleton is heavy. I feel like also it's wet. Like, maybe it should be, but I feel like it is. That's weird. Humans continue to be weird. But we all know what I want here. No, you're fine. I mean, if we're talking about Hear Me Out, so I'm not sure bones are a drawback. Listen, the victim of this case, his name is Mr. Doug Swallow. He's a pharmacology student, so they were going for drug swallow. You see, that's the joke. But you can't name a man that. You just can't name a man that. I'll show you the man that they named like that. This is him. In his red leather jacket. Can't name a man that way. I know, right? You absolutely cannot. One 10-year-old boy, please. Just one 10-year-old boy. If you say the name to them and they immediately make jokes about it, you pick a different name. The prosecution calls Ms. Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand. I know, right? Like, some design things just need one 10-year-old boy to look at them. What's with this stiff silence?
In my long career as a judge, I've been deceived by many witnesses. It's my job to doubt, to take no one at their word. But in your case, I must admit that you radiate a glow of complete sincerity.
I can't believe he actually said that.
Oh!
Now then, witness, could you please state your full name?
Oh, don't worry, sweetie. There's no need to be nervous.
If anyone says anything rude, you can be sure I'll cut them right down to size.
And I will bash them with my gavel.
I love how they look straight at me when they say that. Thank you for calming my nerves. You're all so nice. I almost feel right at home. Not at all.
Oh, it was nothing.
Guys, chill out. She's not that hot. Listen, they did this for April May, too. Have you seen April May? Like, these dudes are fooled by anyone putting on the cute act and, like, pink. Yeah, she's the cute pink one with the sweater. And the buttons. The heart-shaped buttons. Wait, no, the sweater was the other one. But she's got, like, the heart-shaped buttons on her little, like, blazer. And she just periodically will squeeze her arms together in that way. You know the one. To accentuate herself. They should go to jail! Like, have you ever seen a judge be so brazen? Like, this man can't be a judge, but he is, so we live with it. If we may move on now, what is your full name and occupation? My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. Oh, the honor is all mine.
No, the honor is all mine.
Well, we know whose milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. They have referenced both the Harlem Shake and the Milkshake song in this game, and that really tells you when it came out.
Sir?
Is there something I can help you with?
Or you just go and say whatever's on your mind?
Why April May got those suction cups on? She's trying to be very like, yes, anime art style, exactly. I'm sure that there must be some kind of mistake. Feeny wouldn't kill anyone. I just know it.
Yes. I can see why you'd say that.
She's gonna be a tough witness, alright. It only took her 12 seconds to wrap them all around her little finger.
Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Let's hear about what you witnessed on the day of the incident, if you please.
I'd been planning to go back to Feeny's place after class was over. Feeny and Dougie, they were talking behind the building. Then suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed. That's when Feeny noticed that I was there. I went to go and find some other students, and they called the authorities. Alright, we hydrate as chat demands.
I don't know what to say. According to you, Miss Hawthorne, the defendant didn't do anything wrong.
Young lady! As old as I am, even I recall how hot the flames of young passion can burn. Nevertheless, it's my job to discover the truth. Also, welcome in, random noob. Please, tell us the truth. But, I would never. That's more than enough, witness. I won't allow this to continue.
What do you mean by that?
Please, just let me proceed with my cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, don't plan to win my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies. You haven't changed a bit. Welcome in, Tyler! Hi! We're interviewing this lady. This is a game I don't remember very well, but we're doing okay with it. I've played it twice through, so this is only my third time through this. Yes, it's Dahlia. Are we having fun? Did you have fun? What were you playing? Was it a good time? I do love her parasol. I love her whole little outfit. It's not for me, because I am an octopus and couldn't wear it. But I do like it. It's cute. The point of it is to be the refined kind of cute. Fourth, if we count you reading... Fourth, if we count you reading through the guide beforehand. No. I didn't even look at a guide. I was like, it's a Phoenix Wright game. How hard can it be? And then I remembered that even though I've played the first two several times over, I still managed to mess up that one thing. I'm like, it's a knife! I know the knife goes here. You'll see. How goes the case? This is the tutorial case. We got distracted for like half an hour plus on chat's hear me outs. Chat's got some hear me outs. And then I was like, put it in the blue sky. I'll make a tier list. So we're gonna have a tier list stream. So there's a blue sky post about it. People gotta reply to it so that I can put the hear me outs. Per usual, you know, yeah. We always get distracted when we're playing Phoenix Wright because it doesn't make me go. Temp buff from Job Simulator and a certain flower. I understand. There's more than one flower. I've heard hear me outs for Floey, for Dandy, oh golly. There's one more and I can see him in my mind. He's not Floey. He's not even a video... Oh, right. I know who he is. He's an old webcomic. think he was Bob Bob the Angry Flower. It's not for me. I can fix Dandy, okay? I can fix him. Yeah! Yeah! If you want any hear-me-outs on there, put him in the list. Put him in the replies on Blue Sky, and I'll put them. I'll make it happen. You haven't changed a bit. Mia Faye. What's this? So you two are acquainted? Yes. We've met before. Once.
In any case, Miss Faye, the floor is all yours.
It's good to see you again, Madame Faye. Madame? I'm no one's grandma yet, girlie. I had been planning to go back to Feeney's place after class was over. Feeney and Dougie, they were talking behind that building. Wait. Let's press everything. Now, unless I'm mistaken, Feeney, I mean Mr. Wright, is in the art department. If that's the case, then what were you doing by the pharmacology building? Well, I'm in the literature department. I'm studying Japanese senryu poetry.
Oh, how wonderful! It's that humorous yet satirical style of haiku, yes?
Nothing left to do. When a man reaches this age, sleep is his best friend. That's supposed to be poetry? Sounds more like a midlife crisis. I don't think I have any real hear-me-outs, honestly. My likes are mostly reasonable. Mine are insane at best. No Stardew Valley Shane for me! Listen, I'm gonna add my own hear-me-outs in, too, because of course I am if nobody gets them. I'm adding my own in. So, of course, Seto freaking Kaiba. You can't. I just can't. He's too delightful. There's Seto Kaiba, there's Enrico Maxwell. I very recently started reading Human Anonymous or Starving Anonymous. Yeah, Starving Anonymous. Very recently started reading Starving Anonymous and was like, oh no! Because there's definitely a character there that I'm like, yep, you right there. This is Momo's fault. Kaiba isn't a hear me out. I don't think you understand how vanilla some people are about these things. But like literally any Hellsing character is a hear me out. And you know I'm gonna start with the ones I think are tame. I'm gonna be like, these are tame ones. Let's go. And then I'm gonna get to insane things like Parthenax. The closest I can think of are morally, but that's boring. No, it's not. Most of mine are morally questionable. There's Man Who Burned Down London because he hates Protestants that bad. And there were already vampires attacking, so why not? There's I built a space elevator to induce an NDE so I could see my ghost boyfriend that went on to the afterlife. Because I'm obsessed with winning a children's card game with him. If they're attractive or human, then what's the point? Just ignore the personality and it's no longer a hear me out, IMO. Okay, but like, is Sephiroth a hear me out? Because he's not human. He's humanoid. And I mean... Okay, what about Safer Sephiroth, though? Safer Sephiroth is absolutely a hear me out. Have you seen that? Attractive or human. Oh no! Well then I can't add the null element either. I'm not gonna be able to add anything to a Hear Me Out list. The player from Slay the Princess, that one's it too. Now that's a Hear Me Out. Love. I can't add anything. Wait, no, this is my Hear Me Out list. Humans are weird and full of bones. We've been over this. It can't be a Hear Me Out if everyone's down bad for them. That's true, I guess. There's people down for Scar from The Lion King, which I appreciate. Not for me, but I get you. I understand. I mean, I get the vision. Exactly. It's one of the princess's many forms. Yes, Thorn is pretty good. Oh, the Bestial Princess is also pretty good. Blade Princess! Knife Lady! The Knife Lady! We love Knife Lady! That one's not a Hear Me Out. It's just my favorite version of the princess. The Thorn, I mean. Fair enough. I like the Knife Lady. Oh, right. That's supposed to be poetry? Sounds more like a midlife crisis. For me to get to the art department, I have to walk through that back area.
Oh, yes, I see. That makes sense.
I remember being like, oh, wait, hear me out in chat. I did hear you. I heard you out. Knives.
When I want to enter the courthouse, I always walk through the front doors.
How else would you enter? Teleportation? She could cut me. I mean, what? Who said that? It must have been the wind. Or the, like, shing, shing of blades tapping together in just the right way to make words come out. I think you said that. I'd have to go back in the VOD to check. Oh, no! You can see it on screen, it's true. Feeny and Dougie, they were talking behind the building. So who is this Dougie person? Oh, I'm sorry. Doug Swallow. We were dating until about 8 months ago. So what were Dougie, Mr. Swallow and Mr. Wright talking about anyway? How can you be so mean? I would never eavesdrop. I wasn't raised to be so rude and unrefined. That's right, Miss Faye. Don't
drag the witness down to your level.
Why am I being demonized here?
Please, go on. What did you see next?
Then suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed. No. Are you saying that the victim just collapsed on his own? Yes. In other words, the defendant never touched the victim, is that right? I was watching the whole time. Feeny never did a thing to Dougie. If I press her for no good reason, I just know the judge will get angry with me. So what should I do about her testimony just now? What if I said any grass-type Pokemon as a hear me out? Listen, I've seen some grass-type Pokemons as a hear me out. Also, whoever put a character from Ryan Neko Sugar Girls on the Blue Sky post. Based. Amazing. Now, I'm just trying to think of potential hear me outs, but everyone I consider makes me go, that's not weird enough, though. Put it! Put it! If it can learn Vine Whip, I'm in! You know what? I hope Serena can learn Vine Whip. She can also learn Stomp. Listen, I don't want that for me. I want that for a different flavor of person who's into that sort of thing. Let them have what they want. Yeah, listen. Dancifer did nothing wrong. There's gotta be a contradiction here somewhere. There's gotta be something. But I don't... It's because Phoenix says he pushed him. And I'm just, like, if I had the handprint on the... Valid seems like you aren't hearing us out right now. It's true. Oh, I have a list of... Y'all have got me a list of hear me outs, I'm sure. There must be... I just want to present Phoenix testimony, but, like, I don't think... There's no check button here, and... Fine. Feeble lies are not very becoming, Miss Hawthorne, so let's drop them, shall we? What? I would never... Miss May, I will not allow you to badger this witness. I believe the defense is engaged in a fishing expedition. That is, he has no supporting... Please don't glare at me like that, I'm just doing my job. Now then, Miss Hawthorne. The defendant's palm print was found on Mr. Swallow's leather jacket. Oh, thank goodness. It has already been shown that Mr. Wright did, in fact, push the victim. What? There's no need to try to cover for the defendant. It would be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth. An ace attorney witness committing perjury? In this economy? I know, right? I'm back. Who this time? Welcome back, Jelly Bucket. We are interviewing Dahlia. Dahlia Hawthorne. Dolly, if you will.
There is nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything that you saw.
Yes, Your Honor. I will, if you don't mind. I'd like to revise my testimony. Looks like we're finally getting somewhere. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. It didn't look like they were fighting, and I didn't hear any noise either. Yes!
Objection!
Yes! She revised her testimony. Also, like, don't worry about how weird or not weird Hear Me Outs are. I have had people give me all sorts of, like, I've had people give me wild things, like, Parthenax. And I've had people give me, like, weirdly tame things. Like, somebody had to hear me out on, what's her face? The lead singer from the Misfits. And I was like, no, I mean, yes, but wouldn't anyone? I'm not on Blue Sky, but I'm going with this only because I've gotten pushback. Hear me out. Zarya from Overwatch 1 and 2. See, there we go. I don't play Overwatch. I have to look her up. Oh, I'm listening. Ears open. This is going to be such a fun, silly stream. Oh, I'm excited. I'll give you guys a week. Good luck. You say you didn't hear any noise, is that correct? One of mine is totally normal, except for the fact that her coworkers and family are a threat to human lives, but she herself is fine. I get you. Oh, I've had people give me a Lumi as a hear me out and been like, yeah. Somebody gave me Hisoka once, and I was like, I'll hear you out if it's Illumi and Hisoka. Like, that is the ship. Let's sail that. She's 6'5" and I love her. Yes! Amazing. Yes, that's why I was very relaxed, looking at the scenery around me. That's nice, but I find that a little odd. I have here the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright, and he clearly testified to the effect that when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise. He said that? If you were really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear this noise as well? It's okay. I'm not gonna know half the people you guys put on my Blue Sky post. Well, maybe the noise just wasn't all that memorable. But according to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was a sharp noise, like a snap. There's no way a noise like that could fail to make an impression. Ah! May I have a moment to answer?
Oh, by all means.
I know the reason why I didn't hear the noise. You see, the truth is, I had my headphones on, and I was listening to music at the time. Headphones? You mean that both of your ears were covered? The rain was just beginning to let up, but it seemed as though Thor wasn't ready for his fun to come to an end yet. So, the sky continued to flash and rumble. Thunder and lightning, huh? Yes, I'm afraid of the sound of thunder. Aww. You and Callahan both. He's an OC. I just... delighted by him. Been writing again, chat. Opening Bulbapedia to get more definitive list of grass Pokemon to give you fear. Oh. Fair enough. So I put up my headphones on to block it out. Well, Your Honor, as you can see, there weren't any contradictions in her testimony after all. Wait a sec, Mia. That testimony just now. She said something that could totally change this whole case. Your Honor, there's a problem with the witness's testimony.
What do you mean?
Didn't you notice? She said there was lightning, correct? Alright, we hydrate as chat to me ends.
Yes. What about it?
You touched too much. Oh no. Oh, Keelan, you touched too much grass. Oh no. I love that. No, that's too good. Someone's gonna put a heckin' Machamp in there and I'm gonna be like, too many bones. Alright, we're gonna do arm circles because I'm EPPP. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we did it. Oh, I forgot. Also bug types. Fair.
Yes, what about it?
Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere. Am I right?
Now's not the time for a science lesson, Miss Faye.
Yes, Your Honor. Anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution, isn't it possible that the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning?
Oh. I must admit that thought had not occurred to me.
Just what kind of thoughts do occur to this guy anyway? This entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Doug Swallow was murdered. But that very premise itself is mistaken. The defense believes that Mr. Swallow was, in fact, A victim of a stray bolt.
Oh, it appears the defense may be onto something. Could it be that the death was actually accidental?
They should have given the judge hair. There is a game where we get to see a judge with hair. All right, you did it, Mia. I'll be taking that not guilty now if you... I'm hurt that you have such a low opinion of me, Ms. Faye. Huh? I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution has done its research, Your Honor. We found that there were no lightning strikes on the day at that location.
What?
What's more, we have evidence that the electrical cable is definitely linked to this case.
Evidence, Mr. Payne? What is this evidence?
This affidavit.
Who is this affidavit from?
The pharmacology students who were conducting experiments in their labs that day. Allow me to read out the court of the testimony of the pharmacology students. All equipments lost in the lab lost power all of a sudden at around 3 p.m. that day.
Was it a blackout?
All of the lab's equipment runs on high voltage, Your Honor. So you're saying the equipment lost power because... Precisely! They lost power because of the severed electrical cable. The power outage occurred at approximately 3 p.m.
Which fits the time of death listed on the autopsy report.
Exactly! In other words, the victim died as the result of touching the severed electrical cable. According to the students, the cables were very old. They were planning on having them replaced in the near future.
I see.
Apparently, the cables had become so brittle that even the smallest bump would cause them to break.
Amazing. However, there is one thing that troubles me. If the cable could have been broken by any small bump, then it wouldn't have snapped if it hadn't been bumped into, correct?
Well, I suppose you could say that.
Miss Faye, do you have any thoughts regarding the cause of the severed cable?
Your Honor? I don't like how this is looking one bit. I have to come up with something to try to regain some momentum. If it pleases the court, the defense would like to state its opinion.
Well then, let's hear it.
Who else would fight you in court if you weren't a lawyer? Was tabbed out, thought he was going to say touching grass.
Who or what was it that caused the cable to break?
Do you guys think it was the umbrella? No, he fell on top of that. Can I save? It won't let me save! Do you think it was Doug himself? I mean, like... I guess we'll try. This is it. This is why the cable snapped. Well, Your Honor? No, that's not it.
I believe that the only thing that has snapped is the mind of the defense.
That was one of your best lines yet, Your Honor. Ouch, that was harsh. Can I save now? Yes. Alicia from MTG. Oh. Oh, well. We're getting into some... Alright. Okay. That is it for tonight, everybody. Hold on for what? Oh, you're looking up. Okay. Okay. Wow. That is it for tonight, everybody. It is closing time, and we hope you enjoyed your visit to the octopus enclosure. Hooray! Okay. It is time to go on a little adventure. We are going on a journey. Going on a journey. Where will we go? Who's on tonight? Oh, you know what? Let's go see Emily. AKA Crazy Nature Kitty. They're playing Escape Room. Bum ba da 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 da. Ah. Heck did my raid message get to? Oh no. Nightbot, please. Oh, I forgot to press the button. Okay, there we go. We did it this time. There we go. We're going off to escape. We're gonna go on an adventure. All right, that is it for tonight, everybody. I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for playing along with me, everybody.